This is Mark Carrington from mybitcoinprofits.com. In this video, I'm going to start walking through the steps of opening an account at Kucoin. Kucoin is the Hong Kong-based cryptocurrency exchange, and the reason I want to open an account there is that I have put together a list of rising altcoins that I'm interested in investing in. So I'll start with that list and I'll talk a little bit about the process that I've gone through. I've built a spreadsheet. Here on the left hand side we can see, I'll highlight a few things. Basically what I do is I take a list of the top 200 coins 2 months ago, and this is from the beginning of November, so labeled a November rank, and the top 200 list that is current, so the now list, and then I identify which ones are new in the now list from the 200, so that we're not in the top 200 in November. And so this column over here, we can see it's listed into two groups. This is the November ranking, so you can see all of these were not in the top 200, and these ones here with nothing in them, they were not even on the list in the top the November list. They are new coins, and I've gone through in some detail this column here and identified which ones are listed on Kucoin, and I've identified there are 10 here, so I'm actually just going to go and buy all 10. Now, one of my strong interests in opening an account at Kucoin is to buy Kucoin shares. Kucoin shares are used as an incentive system to fund trading specific to that exchange, and I also want to buy Rayblox, and Rayblox is an exciting new coin which is trying to deal with the problems that Bitcoin is operating with. There are a few others that are of some interest. I have a friend who's interested in Pearl, and Synovio has an interesting business model aiming at lead generation. So basically, but I've just picked fastest rising coins newly in the top 200 since November, and these are ones currently listed on Kucoin. So the process is, I do not have an account open yet, so I'm going to open an account. I'm going to fund it with Ethereum. I've identified that all of these accounts, all of these coins can be bought on the Ethereum exchange, and I will aim to buy $1,000 worth. So I'll buy $100 for each of these, and what I will do is I'll buy a few more Kucoin shares because I will be using that to fund trading costs. So I may buy $200 worth of those. I've made the calculation on the current Ethereum price, so I know how much I need to spend on each one to be sure that I land up with roughly $100 worth of each of the coins. Anyway, so that's enough background. Let's get to action. I have my Ethereum wallet signed in. This is an offline wallet. I've already logged in so that no one can see my private key, and I will be looking for a to address and an amount to send, and off we go. And I'm basically going to hit the sign up button. It all looks very garish. Terms of use, please read these terms of use carefully. It would be really nice to be able to save a copy of this. I suppose one way to do that is to save a copy of it. You have to scan down to the bottom of the document. I've just cut that and pasted into another document. I will read it later. It is important to read these things. And it's going to ask me for some information. I've generated a secure password which has all sorts of characters and symbols and things in there. It's unique to this website. An activation email has been sent to my account. My password manager is asked to save the password, which it's doing at the moment. I'll wait until it's finished that. It says it's all set, and hopefully there will be you can either just click that link or cut and paste it into the same page. Email is activated, account is set up, there's my email address. Do need to do Google two-step verification is a requirement. I have now completed the Google Authenticator steps. I use Authy to do that, but it'll run a Google Authenticator account quite happily. I want to deposit Ethereum. You just got to be very careful to make sure you pick out the right symbols, because some of these things are they look quite the same. This is my Ethereum wallet address. I'm going to cut and paste that across into a document so that I've got a record of what it is. And I'm also going to cut and paste that across into my Ethereum wallet. My Ether wallet is the one I use. I'm going to send to. You just need to, it's worth checking the gas limit if the network is busy, but for the moment I'm just going to use the default gas limit. Gas is the fee that you use to pay to send. I'm going to send to Ethereum, which will be just over $2,000. I'm going to generate the transaction. Send the transaction. So I can see that's my address there. I'll check across. It starts with a 0, ends with 97. So I've actually cut and paste. It's 2 Ethereum. It's 21,000 gas, and you are about to send. Yes, I'm sure. Make the transaction. I can verify the transaction. It'll open up a new window. So it says that it's pending. It's found in a secondary node, so it should be picked up our primary node in a short while. Can check the transaction status. Transaction's been found. All looking good. So I can just keep watching this here. Hit the refresh. And we're basically looking for, so it's talking about success. There are 3 block confirmations already, so I know this transaction is running along quite happily, and it's just a question of time before it is picked up at Kucoin. It's 18 minutes past 3. Do another refresh. 4 block confirmations. I'm quite comfortable that this is going to go through in due course. So there's a deposit identification. The amount is 2. Confirmation, so it's showing up already. Fabulous. So before too long, I'm going to be ready to trade. So I'm going to go across to markets. I'm interested in Ethereum markets because I've just delivered Ethereum. I am going to be buying $200 worth of KCS. I'm just going to click on it. It does require 2-factor verification for each trade. So 2-factor verification is I'm ready to go. Available ETH is 0. So that's not yet ready for trading. And basically what I'll do is that I will populate the I want to put an average between the two. So it's putting the ask price in. What I like to do is put the bid price in, which is 007369, and then just increase it a little bit. So increase it by 20, the gap between the two is 40. I will be able to, I'm going to have to calculate the amount of KCS that I need. So I will have to do that on the spreadsheet. I know how much Ethereum I want to deliver. It's 23 minutes past 3, and I notice that the Ethereum has now arrived here and is available for trading. Alright, so the process now is that I've picked my price, which is now 7,450, which is between the two prices, between this bid price and the ask price over here. So it's about halfway between the two. I've calculated the amount of the number of KCSs that I want to buy, and basically the way you do that is you take the amount of Ethereum you want to spend and divide it by this price, will then give you the number of units. And so I've calculated that I need, and I'm going to do it in round units, so I'm going to choose the number of units, which is 24 units. So the amount that is just checking, so it should give me 0.1788 Ethereum, which is what I had in mind. I'm going to, so the last thing is just check price. I'm still in the middle. I'm going to hit buy. Buy order has been placed, and we'll see it is now popped up in the window over here, and I'll just basically sit and wait. The next coin I wanted to buy, I'm going to buy Roblox first because that is the one that I'm really interested in, XRB. And I'm going to buy a little bit more than this. No, I'm just going to buy the normal 1/10 of my portfolio. So that process, that's the amount of Ethereum that I want to use. So I go back to markets. I'm interested in Ethereum markets. I'm just going to hit search XRB. XRB is Roblox, and I should have buy Roblox available in Ethereum. You can see that my trade, my Ethereum balance has been reduced. So my process there, this is the amount of Ethereum that I want. This is the price. I can just cut and paste that. Edit, paste. And I need 7. So it tells me that I need 7 units of, I'm going to type in 7. I'm going to pick the price 012752, and I want to go a little bit between the two. So we've got 80 points of difference, so I need to add 40 to this, so go to 92. Buy. Buy order has been placed. Orders in here. Active orders. And I'll just progressively just work through each of these to fill my list. I was just in the process of making my purchase on Dent, on the call called Dent. You can see the order has been dealt. That was the price that I paid, 2698 Dent. And then I saw this little button here, because it says the fee is 100% times 0.1 is 0.1%. And then I saw this little percentage button over here, and it pops up a window, and it says fee minus 30%. Trading fee discount function is activated. Users who hold KCS on Kucoin will take advantage of a certain discount. So you have to hold the keys every day at a particular time. The system takes a snapshot of users' KCS holdings, and the snapshot decides the discount rate of each user at that day. And then holding every 1000 KCS results in a 1% discount of trading fees, and the maximum discount is 30%. So I might not have bought myself enough KCS to work that out, to benefit from that. So I'm just going to go and see where I am on the KCS holdings that I purchased. KCS dealt orders, and you've actually got to hold. I bought 23, 24, and you've actually got to hold in the thousands to benefit. So basically I bought $200 worth, and I actually need to buy 5 times that amount, $1,000 worth, to get a discount on the trading. So I'm not going to bother with that, so I do not want to hold that amount of KCS, but that's certainly worth exploring. And I can continue doing my trades. I've done a few. Maybe what I'll do now is that I'll just go, I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to go to assets, and I'm going to see what is going on here. So here's the overview of what I have. There's the KU shares that I have. I'm going to sort it by available amount, so you can see the Ethereum that I put in, the KUCS, the dent that I've point, my Rayblox order has been fulfilled, and my RChain order has been fulfilled. I'm not sure why that is less than a round amount, because I asked for a round amount. It's probably because it's been fulfilled in a less than round amount. So there's the summary, and what I would like to find is in due course how to export the information so that I can put it into my coin tracking system. I've worked my way all the way through the list of orders that I'd like to make, and if I just pop this little dollar symbol in the top right hand corner, it'll show me what the status of my account is. So I have, that's the Ethereum I put in. That's there's 1 Ethereum available, and there is a certain amount that has been reserved. So there is 0.156 which has been reserved. That's the equivalent of 2 trading orders, and I was looking to do 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if I keep sliding down, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like I have completed all of my transactions. And I'll press the detail button, and it takes me to the overview. I've got them sorted by available amount, and I can just check here. I should have 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 there, so there is 1 trade that is still waiting to go. So if I can identify which one it is: LA Token, Oyster Pearl, Dent, Rayblox, Deep Brain Chain, Snovio, and RChain, and maybe I've missed one on the way going through. The one that is not filled is HST. So if I go back to markets and I search for HST, I should be able to see what the status of my, so there's my active order. 2576 is the price that I was bidding for. 2576, and there's currently only volume at 2577, so there's no one sitting, so he's not budging by that 1 point. So I'm just going to sit there and leave that trade going. So there we have, in the process of 25 minutes, I have opened an account, I have funded the account, and I have purchased 9 out of my 10 desired coins. Now that is a fantastic story about how cryptocurrency works, how crypto exchanges work. I have not verified identity, so I suspect I will need to verify identity if I need to withdraw my funds from this account, but I will do that in due course. I appreciate your time, and happy Bitcoining, or happy altcoining.